Welcome back to the Commanders Declassified Podcast, your home for all things Washington Commanders. We are on the cusp of free agency. It's about to hit like something in the 80s. I won't say the word because this is a family-friendly podcast. And what was it? Zubas in the 80s. And so tonight, we are going to talk to you all about free agency and the draft. What is Adam Peters' big plan? What does his big board look like? This idea for this podcast is sponsored by Mike from Southwest. He came up with it in the group chat, and we're going to bring it to you live. As always, we appreciate you all rocking with us. Make sure you stay locked in. Subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Let's jump right into it. Mike, since this was your idea, take us through your Adam Peters top 5 draft big board and go.
All right, so let's do this dramatically. Let's start from 5, work our way up to 1. Build some suspense. It's like, no. Number 5, honestly, before yesterday, he probably would not have been on my board, but due to recent developments, I had to replace my original number 5 with my current number 5, and that's Ruben Bain, edge from Miami. I just feel like Washington needs an edge rusher. He's probably going to be the 3rd or 2nd best edge rusher available in the draft. I don't think the number 1 pick on my board will be available at 7. So Bain would be a consolation prize. I know he has the short arms, but I like his motor. I like his attitude. He'll be a good piece to add to Jones's defense, the unknown, as we are calling it right now. Number 4, give me wide receiver from Ohio State University, Carnell Tate. I just feel like I like the way Dan Quinn put it, and he may not have been the first coach, definitely won't be the last coach. When you're picking this high, you either want to put points on the board or keep points off the board. And you want to make sure you're getting a player that can do that pretty seamlessly from college to NFL. I feel like if you can't go defense, if you don't like your defensive picks, Carnell Tate is the best available receiver, best available offensive player, value included. I could have easily put Jeremiah Love on this spot. But I just feel like running backs, you can get another one. He may not be as good as Jeremiah Love, but you can get another one in mid rounds that the drop off won't be as bad. Probably could say the same thing about receiver, but if I had to pick one over the other, I might go receiver over running back just based off value. My top 3 choices is pretty easy, man. I'm just going to list them all 3 at one time. Sonny Styles, Averill Reese, David Bailey. Either of those 3 picks, 1 through 3, I feel like Washington cannot go wrong with either of those 3 picks. You get a monster at the front 7. You get an impact player at the front 7. And a player that you could build a new defensive around. I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago or months ago at this point. We need to find a Jaden Daniels for this defense. I feel like with Bailey, Reese, or Styles, you accomplish that. So that's my 3 and 1. And if I had to gun in my head rank those 3, Bailey, Reese, Styles. So my top 5 in order, it will go Bailey, Reese, Styles, Tate, Bain.
Hopefully, you're talking about Holiday Styles.
Nah.
I hate your list. I'm just going to tell you, I hate your list. I'm going to tell you why.
I already know why. I've been on this pod long enough to know exactly why Ellie hates your list. But I'll let him go ahead and explain it anyway.
Here's why I hate your list. Ruben Bain, and listen, his measurables are a problem. Shortest arms for an edge rusher since 1999. He does not have a dynamic move set when it comes to getting to the pass rusher, so he's going to have to get his hands on the tackle and try to move him with his arms, which he won't be able to reach. Can't do it, bro. Like I'm out on Ruben Bain. Carnell Tate, good receiver. 4.5, 6.40 or whatever it was. Ran a little bit faster than what I thought he was. Thought he was going to be in the 4.6 range. Still not elite speed at a receiver position that we need to get faster on. Don't love it. Sonny Styles, yes, all day. Love it. Arvell Reese, love it. David Bailey is a problem. He's great in situational pass rush, but remember last year they overcorrected because we couldn't stop the run. I don't think they're going to reopen that wound with a pass rusher only like David Bailey. That's why I don't like your list. I shouldn't say I hate it. I don't like your list for that reason. So that's my case.
First reaction is usually correct. You hate it. I knew exactly what you see. Those Ellie is a combine guy. Ellie loves him some combine guys. So when you see guys that don't test well, they are off his board. They're not even on. Yeah, they're not even on his board. They're not even round 6 picks at this point. They're out.
Get him out of here.
Short arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate your list,
All right.
Mike. Your list actually doesn't look too far off from what I have. It's a little different, but not exactly the same. Ruben Bain was like teetering on the brink of mine. And the reason is I have a philosophy about the combine. Are we switching sides or are we just commenting on Mike's list before we do that? Because I was going to get into some of my guys, but
I already trashed Mike's list. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, it's okay. No, Ellie's philosophy is measurables are everything. My philosophy is don't care, watch them play. You've got enough game film on guys that these guys, despite not being elite at every measurable, are solid, going to be good players, maybe not great players. Guys are going to still be worthy of first round picks. Ruben Bain, to me, is Brian Arakpo. That's just what I see with Ruben Bain when I look at him.
Okay,
he's got the nasty attitude, but like Ellie said, his arms aren't long. His arms are short. He's got like a T-Rex out there, and doesn't have like the bag of pass rush moves. So I think he's going to be a fine NFL player, but I don't think he's going to be a dominant NFL player, just like Arakpo was. Arakpo is perfectly acceptable, very good defensive end, made a Pro Bowl or two. He was a fine player, but like looking back, probably shouldn't have been drafted as high. That's kind of where I'm at with Ruben Bain. Somebody's going to take him, and he's going to be a fine player. I just don't know that he's got like superstar. He's got superstar mentality, and that can take you a long way. But I think there are the physical limitations are going to cause some issues. I know that Dan Quinn and Adam Peters have both at a certain point in this offseason have brought him up specifically and the mentality that he plays with. So I do think they really like him, but he's just outside my top 5, just barely outside my top 5. So that's where I'm at. The rest of your guys are fine. Like I said, my list looks pretty similar to yours.
Yeah, and the reason I even presented this topic because I just know after the chaos that's happening next week, our board should look different based on the picks that the Commanders signed.
Yeah, especially for tiny arms, Ruben Bain. Eric, what's your list, man? What do you got?
The T-Rex, yeah. He's like Ruben Bain's arms are like Kenny Pickett's hands a couple of years ago. He's just a little hand sticking out of his shoulders. That's what people are talking about with Ruben Bain right now. My list, like I said, pretty close to Mike's. I have Carnell Tate at 5 on mine. He's George Pickens. He just looks just like him, plays just like him. The measurable, obviously the speed, we knew he wasn't going to be the fastest receiver. He's a very good route runner. He might struggle early on with some physical corners. He'll figure that out. I'm sure he's a smart guy. He got better every year at Ohio State. He's the best receiver in the draft. The kid, speaking of measurables, the kid from Arizona State had small hands, which at wide receiver, not small hands, but like, not Kenny Pickett hands. But, his hands are like 9 inches, which for NFL receivers, not super great. Carnell Tate's got like 10-inch hands, so perfectly good. He's my number 5 guy. Number 4, another offensive guy. I do have Jeremiah Love. I think that there is a strong possibility that Jeremiah Love could get taken at that pick if he's there. I don't think he's going to be there. I think the Titans are probably going to take him if they don't take Reese. But when you have somebody who's that good sitting there, it's going to be really hard to pass up on Jeremiah Love. Because you've got the film on him and you just saw the measurables on him, and his combine performance was fantastic, and it matches the film. Another guy who meets that, 3 more guys. My last 3 guys, same as yours: Sonny Styles, David Bailey, Arvell Reese. I did not have David Bailey before the combine. So that actually did change my opinion a little bit on him. And the reason was he came in bigger than I thought he was. I thought he was going to be like 240 and he's like 250, 251. And it's not a situation where he just like ate a bunch of cheeseburgers right before the combine so he could weigh that much, because you saw how he tested. You know, he ran sub 4.5 in the 40, like a 40 plus vertical. All the explosiveness was there at that size. Gives me a little bit of hope that he can be maybe something a little bit more than a situational rusher. So David Bailey, I do have there. Sonny Styles. I've liked Sonny Styles all along, but the fact that he tested so well, and again, the testing matches the film. And he's been even more so than Arvell Reese, because Sonny Styles was like considered the best linebacker on the team going into this season, because he's already been good for a year, whereas Reese kind of came on this year. So Sonny Styles, and I think with what we're thinking we want the defense to look like, or we think the defense is going to look like, I think Sonny Styles would be a great fit as an off-ball linebacker. It's a weird position to go that high because a lot of times they don't, but he could really be a special guy. And of course, Arvell Reese, he's been my favorite player pretty much. Him and Tate have been my favorite player pretty much all season long. He's going to be long gone by 7, but he's going to be number 1 on my board either way.
I hate your list.
I know you too.
I just don't know how you get past the David Bailey problem.
He's way bigger than he's bigger than he
run. I mean, how do you?
He may not be. Yeah,
I mean,
you're right. I saw him coming in bigger than. Like I said, I thought he was going to be like a Randy Gregory dude, to be like 230, 238, 240. So he came in at 250. I'm okay with that. That kind of makes me feel a little bit better about him.
What's the guy's name from the Cowboys? Not Randy Gregory. Aldon Smith. He used to be with the Niners. They kind of remind me of him. But anyway, I can't get past that part. I don't want any partial players, half skill set players. They just don't pan out. I think, Carnell Tate, again, for a receiver going in the top 6, he better be elite at something. What is Carnell Tate elite at? Is it route running?
Did you watch him play?
He is elite.
I mean, if you want elite skill, it's contested catches.
No, I don't like that.
He's going to go up he's going to go up and get the ball. He doesn't. I mean, his drop rate was like near 0 this year. If it wasn't 0, I don't know exactly what it was.
It's contested catches, but not like that's all he does.
He's not like Josh Doxson with jump balls. This dude, he's like Terry McLaurin on contested. Like he can run routes. He gets himself open. He can separate, but if it's close, he's coming down with the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great way to put it. It's not like Dotson.
I don't know. Okay, so I did something special for you guys. We
already hate it, just so you know. We both hate it.
I was about to say I'm about to trash the mess
I'm on my list. We're all in the technology field, so I had Claude.ai come up with the list. That's my 15.
Hey, I was talking about that earlier.
I'll give you my personal 5.
I'm about to make the switch.
You should.
There's a supply chain risk. Gotta be careful.
Anthropic. All right. So I did this a little bit out of order, but I'm going to correct the order as I talk about it. My number 5, Jordan Tyson. I understand everything you guys are saying about Carnell Tate. Jordan Tyson is a number 1's number 1. We need this guy. He makes difficult catches. He is an alpha on the field. He is everything that we're missing in our wide receiver room. That's my number 5. Okay. Number 4, Mansour Delane, I believe it is. He's a cornerback. We have a need at cornerback big time. Mansour is an elite prospect. He has elite coverage skills, elite athleticism. I believe his size is actually pretty good. And his statistics are off the charts. Lattimore's gone. We need a cornerback. Let's start thinking about this differently. This helps the pass rush by being better on the back end. We got Amos. We need another corner opposite him, and that's going to free up our boy, Sanders Drill. So Jeremiah Love is my number 4. Look, I love Bill Merritt as much as the next person, but Jeremiah Love being in the same conversation, being bigger than Jahmyr Gibbs, but faster than Jahmyr Gibbs. You guys know I love me some Jahmyr Gibbs. To have that on our team, now, I don't know about the twitchiness of Jahmyr Gibbs. That's rare. But listen, the athleticism of a Jahmyr Gibbs, Sign me up all day. It makes Jaden better immediately. And he catches the ball in the backfield. I'm all in. Then now we get into our more common list. Arvell Reese. I think Arvell Reese is going to slide a little bit based on Sonny Styles' performance at the combine, which is going to be fantastic for us. I think prior to last week, Arvell Reese was never going to be in play for us. Now he might be. I'm excited. Not saying it's likely, but he might be there. And then lastly, I have Sonny Styles. We all do. I mean, those numbers at the combine were off the charts. Love it. Going that way. Now, very quickly, you guys hate that list? Love that list before I get to what AI did.
Well, if you're going to knock short arms, Mansur Delane is a short-armed corner. So I would look at that. His not problematic short, but shorter than you would like with his 30-inch arms. And I know that we kind of talked about Caleb Downs' arm length and how it was short. But I mean, it's about the same as Mansur Delane. Other than that, I love Mansur Delane. I think he'd be a great pick. I think it's a weird year that like he's not being talked about as a top 10 pick. And then there's the other kid from Tennessee, the other corner, also going to be awesome. He was just injured last year. Can't remember his name offhand, but yeah, Jordan Tyson, I like. He got better last year. He did have some concentration drops the year before. He got better with those. I think he's going to be a fine player. I think, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he ended up being our pick at 7. Unless one of my guys was still on the board. I think Carnell Tate. I like Carnell Tate better than Jordan Tyson, but I can totally understand why somebody would like Jordan Tyson better than Carnell Tate. To each his own. That's fine. The rest of your list wasn't even listening. No, they match mine. Sonny Styles had a great car, but if you had a great combine performance, but Arvell Reese had just as good of a combine performance. Like basically, he was the same speed. Essentially, they're the same guy, except they play different positions because Arvell Reese is going to be more of an edge rusher. I don't see him dropping at all, but maybe you know something I don't.
Contrary,
this is the first time for everything.
Contrary to my body type, you would think that I would be more of a trenches person, but actually, I'm kind of the position I know the most at is wide receiver, and that's because I just hung around a lot of wide receivers growing up and just studied that position over the years. So from Jerry Rice to Sidney Rice, I love the position, I always followed the position. No shade against Jordan Tyson. It's just that when I watched him, nothing popped out to me. I only watched him one time. Same with Carnell Tate, to be honest with you. It's just my eye test, and I could be biased. I could be biased to the pedigree of Ohio State. I ain't even gonna hold you. I could be biased, but it's just that I see Tyson, and I'm like, he does aesthetically. He does look like one of those wide receivers you want on your team modernly. But I don't know, man. I just feel like that fit that Tate can bring to Washington just matches so well with Terry McLaurin. And I'm not, like I said, I'm trying to ignore the Ohio State connection as much as I can. But I'm just saying, like, honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of them. If they can play
Tyson
as
was
well
also
as they
hurt every year in college. He got hurt.
Maybe that's what it was. I know that he had an injury history too. I know that he had a little thing with his hamstring. I think maybe could have been
his hamstrings this year. He played through it this year, so props to him. But he
right,
was
and that's what it was. It was his hamstrings and injury. Any injury concern, like you off the board. If anyone noticed, we didn't have Caleb Downs on our board. There's reports that his ACL is kind of iffy right now coming out the combine. And like I said, any injury concern, you off the board. Iffy ACL coming out of college? Nah, man. And I would love that pick without the injury risk. I would love that pick. He probably would have ended up 4th on the board, and Bain would have been off my board completely. But once I heard that ACL injury, I think they said it was a degraded ACL or deteriorated.
I'm not super worried about that yet. He'll get a second opinion on that, and
he needed.
I'm sure other guys have had that. Yeah, I'm still fine with Caleb Downs being the pick if some of those other guys are off the board. But yeah, the injury history.
You had him 6 on your list.
I had him probably would have been. I didn't have him on because of that, but he would have been probably 7th. He would have been after Bain because I had Bain was like close 6th on my list.
every year we try to, not we, but the collective NFL draft process tries to push a safety on us in the top 10, and it doesn't happen. Kyle Hamilton went number 14 or 16 or something like that year. As good as Downs is, he was never going in the top 10, regardless of the injury history, but especially now because of the injury concern, because what that ACL says to you is there's a higher degree that he's going to tear it at some point if he hasn't torn it already. So this is about injury risk. And you're saying at some point this guy's going to miss a year already out the gate with no contact, or more likely to miss a year than other players. Combine that with his terrible measurements at the combine. Yeah. Dream deferred, as Dave Chappelle would say. All right. So I'm going to give you the list of what Claude.ai came up with. I'm going to give you 15. Kenyon Sadiq is number 15, tight end from Oregon. He ran a 4.39 40-yard dash at the combine, which set a new record for tight ends at the combine. And our tight end room is thin as a Rice Krispie. We could use them. Number 14, Jeremy Bernard, wide receiver from Alabama, ran a 4.45 40-yard dash, 10'5" broad jump. They compared his athletic profile to Jackson Smith and Jigba, who initially could be a wide receiver 3.
No.
Hey, this is AI, man. Number 13, Malachi Lawrence, edge from UCF. He ran a 4.52 40-yard dash, second amongst edge rushers, only behind David Bailey. Also had a 40-inch vertical and a 10'10" broad jump, 9.90 RAS, 6'4", 253, undeniable athleticism. Well, you guys know what a vertical correlates to explosiveness, right? So super explosive. Malachi Lawrence. Number 12, Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Indiana, 4.4 240. His tape is great. Play strength is awesome. They're number 12, according to AI. Anthony Hill Jr., number 11, the best number in the world, number 11. Linebacker from Texas, 4.5 140, 37-inch vert, 10'5" broad jump, 9.93 RAS. Second amongst all linebackers, only behind Sonny Styles, only 21 years old. There's no chance he's going this high. But this is what AI says. I think what AI is doing is saying, like, in order of Adam Peters' board, regardless of the round that they're going to get taken in, right? This is all.
I was going to say Anthony Hill, not a top 10 pick. He's probably late first, early second, though. He's a stud. I'd like him a lot, actually. If they go another direction in round 1 and they can move back up, Anthony Hill's he's a stud.
Yeah,
so
AI didn't quite
names.
Go ahead.
The names you named so far are like that Oregon tight end the best.
Yeah, AI did not fully understand the assignment, but it just gave us a list of players that you might like based on, I think, the likelihood of when they. I don't know what it did, but anyway, Jordan Tyson, number 10, wide receiver, Arizona State. He did not run the 40, but he got medical evaluations, and it looks like those came back clean. And his tape is arguably the best route runner in the class. And he has existing chemistry with Jaden Daniels from the Arizona State days. Voila. Think about that. Number 9, Caleb Banks, D-tackle from Florida. Banks posted historic measurables, an 85 3/4 inch wingspan, the longest amongst D-tackles since 1999, 98th percentile height, 6'6", 94th percentile arm length, 35 inches. Interior defensive line needs to be addressed. I would cry if they did that. Number 8, Colton Hood, cornerback. Not for this team. Colton Hood, cornerback, Georgia, 4.4 40, 40.5 vert, 10'5" broad jump. And, he backed up his claim as the best cornerback in the class with an elite on-field showing during positional drills. Colton Hood. Number 7, Lorenzo Styles Jr., safety, Ohio State, 4.27 40. And it looks like he had an injured labrum. Let's see. Yep. Fluid hips, ability to transition. I don't care. We're not taking Lorenzo Styles Jr. All right. Number 6.
Sonny's brother, though.
Sonny's brother. That's right. Carnell Tate was number 6, according to AI, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Teams weren't as concerned about his 4.52 40 as expected. Daniel Jeremiah bumped him up to number 7 on his big board after the combine, projected him as a first receiver off the board. We shall see. Number 5, this is where it gets a little cookie. Dylan Finneman, safety from Oregon. One of the most impressive combine performances. He's not going top 5. An elite athlete, looked more like a cornerback than a safety. He'll be a first-round pick. 6 foot, ran a 4.35 40 with a 1.52 10-yard split, 41-inch vert, 10.5-inch broad jump. Like that player, explosive combine, ain't happening, Jack. Number 4, Ruben Baines Jr. We talked about him. No player since 1999 has had 31-inch arms at that position and had double-digit sacks in any season over the last 20 years. No, thank you. Number 3, Arvell Reese. I'm not going to read all these. Number 2, David Bailey. David Bailey says he turned heads as a widely considered top 3 pick, running the fastest 40 amongst all defensive linemen at 4.51. The third best broad jump in his position group, and he was expected to test well, backed it up on the field. And we need him because Von Miller led us in sacks. Number 1, Sonny Styles. Caleb Downs is also not on AI's list. Anything crazy on that list before we go to free agents?
Yeah, like 10 of the players have no business being on that list as far as first round guys.
Okay.
That and having the safety as the 5th pick over Tate. It's kind of crazy. But,
yeah.
I mean, me and Claude had the same 5. The order was kind of wonky, but, hey, I'm with it. More reason to switch to Claude. Or Claude, as someone referred to him earlier.
Anthropic. All right. We're going to switch gears. By the way, leave your comments in the comment section. I know some of this is crazy. Tell me how much you hate David Bailey's athletic profile as much as I do, or tell me I'm wrong. I'm happy to hear either. We're going to switch gears to free agency like a manual transmission. Mike, start us off with free agency. You have your big board for that, please, sir. You're up.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I forgot. We need to make our combined big board of all the picks that we talked about. I'm going to leave the AI out of the conversation. So we got some conversation to do. We're going to do this very quickly. Mike's top 5, again, no order. Ruben Bain Jr., Carnell Tate, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, David Bailey. Eric, Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, David Bailey, Arvell Reese. Me, Mansour Delane, Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson. Who's immediately getting kicked out of the list of those that are not common? The uncommon names, again, are Ruben Bain, Jordan Tyson, Carnell. Ruben Baines, Jordan Tyson. Who's out? We're throwing both out? We can throw them both out.
Yeah, both out.
We can throw them both out.
All right. So now we have to decide between. Oh, I said Mansour Delane. I think Delane stays in for now, and then we can further.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of Jordan Tyson. All right. So now what we have in common. So we'll mark those out and we'll compete. We'll leave those in. We all have Arvell Reese. We all have Sonny Styles, and we all have. That's it.
I think that's it.
Yep. Now we have to decide between. Let's see. David Bailey and Jeremiah Love. I'd go Jeremiah Love. I think he's much more guaranteed to be a hit, but what do you guys think?
Why do we have to choose between David Bailey and Jeremiah Love? Is this like a tournament?
Well,
because in my opinion, both of those guys should be on there.
Okay. What about Mansour Delane? You guys getting rid of him?
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
No way, dude. Okay. It's not going to be a consensus. I'm going to tell you that much. Because Mansour Delane is such a bigger need, in my opinion, than a
wide receiver
trick pony in David Bailey. All right. I'm getting voted off the island. Okay. Mansour Delane is gone. I hate your list. Okay. So that leaves us with let's see. Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese. Well, I guess that's 5 then at that point, right? David Bailey. Jeremiah Love.
We need one more. Carnell Tate.
And Carnell Tate or Mansour Delane? Which one?
Carnell Tate.
Mike?
It's closer.
As of now, I was about to say, as of now, Carnell Tate. But I'm pretty sure by April 21st, it's going to be Delane.
Which one? So today you're going Tate? I'm just voted out of there.
Tate. Okay. Today is Tate.
Oh my gosh.
But I
So
got a feeling that we're bringing in some free agent receivers that's going to want to take Tate off the board.
all right. So our consensus that's not a consensus top 5 big board is Jeremiah
No,
Love.
the top 2 are definitely consensus.
Well, I'm saying 5. Jeremiah Love, David Bailey, Arvell Reese, Carnell Tate, and Sonny Styles. Did I give you 6? That's
No,
5.
that's
Okay.
No, that's 5.
Said one more time because I'm confusing everybody in podcast land tonight. Jeremiah Love, David Bailey, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and Carnell Tate. That is our consensus big board for the draft. All right, let's switch gears to free agency before everybody starts poking the bear. Mike, you're up. Free agency, top 5 big board. What do you got, sir?
So I was looking up name pronunciations for 2 of my picks. If y'all saw me looking, I'll start from the bottom up again. Jauan Jennings, solid wide receiver. He can get open. He's a tough blocker. Sure enough hands. I've seen him drop a pass or 2, but who doesn't? I like him. Number 5, cornerback. Number 4, Tyreek Woolen from the Seahawks. We need a cornerback. He's a good cornerback. You put him next to my man Amos, Sanders in the slot. Set it, forget it. Chigoziem Okonkwo, Tennessee Titans tight end. I feel like he has that sweet spot of value and production that we're looking for right now with our particular special situation we have with our lack of draft picks and our money, but lack of roster consistency or whatever. So give me the tight end from Tennessee, formerly from Maryland University. Devin Bush, linebacker. We need to shore up the linebacker position. We need to find a dog. I'm tired of all these linebackers getting cooked in coverage. I'm tired of all these linebackers not flying to the ball. Give me a modern linebacker. And maybe you draft Sonny Styles too if you sign Devin Bush. Just overload the position. My goodness. And my number 1 pick, we need edge rush help badly. I am so out on the Trey Hendrickson sweepstakes. Like, don't even put an offer in, which means that the Bama is probably going to be here next week. But I digress. Udafe Owe, lineman from, I think, the
Chargers.
No, Chargers. Okay. No, it was somebody on the West Coast. We need edge help. And again, just like the Tennessee Titans tight end, I feel like that sweet spot of value plus production is what Washington is looking for. And that's why I feel like those 2 picks, the edge rusher and the tight end, formerly from Tennessee, are picks that Washington should go after in free agency. And that's my list.
Hey, Mike, guess what?
You hate it.
I don't hate it. It's good. Jauan Jennings is interesting for me. I think he's been really productive. I just don't see him as a top flight receiver. And I think we're after a wide receiver 1. Is he that to you?
Oh, really?
Wide receiver 1?
You think with Terry McLaurin still on the roster, I know he's old and whatnot, but you still think that this is the offseason they're going after the wide receiver 1?
I think they have to. Man.
I
Especially if
don't know.
you're going to pay one
like,
free agency.
I just feel like McLaurin that man was still cooking last year. I know he was injured, but when he was on the game, like, go ask your boy. Who the Broncos cornerback? Is it 13? Yeah, go ask Patrick 13 if McLaurin still got something in him or not. He was getting worked on that Sunday night with Mariota at quarterback. So I'm still riding with McLaurin. I'm sorry I dissed him last year, but yeah, I don't know. I understand where your perspective is coming from with them looking for a wide receiver 1, but I don't know, bro. I think they're gonna wait until next year to fire that shot off.
I don't think you have a choice, but that's what do I know? I don't know. I just like because you're gonna give Jauan Jennings wide receiver 1 money, and that's
No.
Come on.
You're not giving.
If that's the case, I would have said go get Alec Pierce.
No, don't. No, he's not a wide receiver 1 either. So he's going to get wide receiver 1 money though.
Yeah, but I'm just
I'm
saying,
kind of with
no.
Mike on this one. I don't think they're looking for a wide receiver one this year. And again, I don't
That would be
I
a
don't love
mistake.
your list. It's not the same as mine. Okonkwo is one that I consider too. He's kind of like the fly under the radar. You know, everybody's looking at like Cade Otton and Isaiah Likely and guys like that. But
Yeah.
Okonkwo is young. That's the main thing with
Mhm.
him is he's like 25. And he's not on my list, but yeah, I did have some consideration for him because he's been pretty productive. And he's like one of those dudes who like might just be ready to break out in the right scenario. So we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, I like him a lot too.
Are you talking about Okonkwo for the
Yeah.
Titans? But he
Yeah.
could also be Jonnu Smith. I mean, he went to New England and Pittsburgh.
Hey,
He's cool.
hey.
He's not
fine.
changing a game changer in your tight end position. You know what I mean? So I
I
don't
Or
know.
don't
is
think they
he?
really need one
Or
though.
is he?
We don't need one. Do you know
A
what our tight end
game,
looks
a,
like?
a game changer.
Come on, bro.
I
Come
don't
on, bro.
know. Ain't nobody really
Mhm.
winning Super Bowls and championships with a game changer.
How
At
many
tight
game
end.
changer tight ends are there?
Travis Kelce.
Travis
How many Super Bowls
Kelce.
did they just win?
I'm just saying, like, how
Um,
many of those guys are there? It's not like there's like 20 of them
I,
in the league. There's, 5 or 6 guys that you could consider that.
I
Yeah,
knew you were
we
going
should
to bring
get
up
one.
Kelsey, but come
But like,
on,
how many of
bro.
those guys are free agents this year? Not many, if any.
Well, maybe somewhere on your list.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
You
What do you
never
got?
know.
Give us your list, sir.
All right, my list. I did not really put this in order for free agents because I'm super lazy, like unlike the draft. But I do think we're going shopping in Seattle. I think I got Reek Woolen on my list as well. Plays with that nasty streak. You saw it kind of backfire on him a little bit at times in the playoffs, but he's a freakish athlete. He was a wide receiver in college. And just they turned into a corner and was good out of the gate, like almost didn't miss a beat. I think Reek Woolen is a guy they should definitely go after. And then staying in Seattle, I think Boye Mafe, the edge, I think he's the best pass rusher available. I mean, Hendrickson is there. Boye Mafe to me is a more complete player. And I don't know if they're going to be able to bring him back to Seattle. So I'd make a run at Boye Mafe as well. I also have Juwan Jennings because, again, I don't think this team's looking for that number one receiver. I think the relationship that Adam Peters has built or has with him, he knows him. Kevin Sheehan went he actually is the one that convinced me. He went on this rant the other day about Juwan Jennings being the guy, and he made a lot of good points because, this team is looking for receivers that block. He's a very good blocking wide receiver. He is a reliable wide receiver. He's not going to be top notch, and I know he's not going to get anywhere near wide receiver one money. He might get De'Ami Brown money. That's kind of what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at with Juwan. He's not getting a big contract. I have Tyler Linderbaum, center from Baltimore.
Ooh.
It's kind of a moonshot. I don't think he's leaving Baltimore, but he is going to hit free agency. But since they just got rid of Biadasz and they're looking for a center, I don't know what is out there in the draft that they can be better than Biadasz. I don't know what really happened with him. Wasn't a great center, but he knew what he was doing out there. So unless they've got something up their sleeve, I think they're going to make a run to center. Tyler Linderbaum is the best one in free agency coming out of Baltimore. He's another one who's like 25 as well. Last one I have is Tyquan Thornton, another wide receiver from Kansas City, by way of, I think he was in New England first. Another one along the lines of Okonkwo. He's one of those guys that maybe, just maybe, he has the ability to have like a breakout year. Another one, he's been in the league a few years coming off his rookie deal. 4'2", 4'2", 4'2", 40 guy. He can absolutely fly. Tall. He's like 6'2". That's a guy you roll the dice on. Again, he's not going to get huge money, but there's a good reward potentially if you roll the dice on him. So that's my list. You can tell me how much you hate it.
Wait, I missed one. Yeah, Tyreek Woolen, Juwan Jennings, Linderbaum, Thornton. Who else?
Boye Mafe.
Boye Mafe. Okay. Hey, Eric, I hate your list. No,
You can hate it.
I
You've
think
been wrong
so.
before. Usually,
Thornton is an interesting piece because he's certainly a deep threat. He hasn't developed into much beyond that, and it kind of reminds me of who was that Packers receiver for a long time that was just a deep threat that everybody kept hoping would become more. It was like in the last 10 years, but he kind of got moved around. Maybe it was, I want to say Lazard. Maybe it wasn't Lazard. It's not Lazard. It's somebody else I'm thinking about in that same mold.
the brother. I know you're
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah. He's kind of that type of player. You're right. There might be more there, but he really hasn't shown enough to believe that it's going to come to fruition. Linderbaum, older. Also, I think Breer's already said not
25.
likely. Who am I thinking about that? No, okay.
I don't
Sorry.
know.
Breer said he's not coming here, I believe. But what are
I
they?
don't think he is either. But I would kick the tires.
Why do I think he was a little bit older? Maybe it's because I think everybody on the Ravens is old. But Mafe, fine. I mean, it's not a game changer at his position. We talked about Juwan Jennings.
Good.
I love Woolen. I'm not gonna lie.
Mafe's a stud.
Yeah, define stud though. Let me look at his stats because I might be misremembering Boye Mafe.
I mean, we're not getting Myles Garrett or anything like that, but he can get at the quarterback.
Boye, on an aggressive defense, Mafe that's a guy you'd like to see on your team. That's all I'm gonna say.
He had 11 tackles and 2 sacks last year. 6'4", 261, 27 years old. Yeah. I don't know, buddy.
Okay. You just wait.
His career highest in tackles is 52. His career high in sacks is 9. He did have 1 9-sack year. At that point, I don't see it, dude. You may as well resign Von Miller and move on at that point. No way. I'm out on Mafe. I'm out on.
Let's hear Ellie's list. We're gonna love this.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you my list first, and I'll give you AI's list. All right.
Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Got connections.
I have a top 6. I couldn't settle at 5. I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys. But number 1. Now this is no order. I'm just gonna read off in the order I wrote them down. Jalen Phillips, edge from the Philadelphia Eagles. We need pass rush. He solves that problem for us. Second free agent I'll get. Again, no specific order. Kenneth Gainwell, third down back.
Yeah.
He is a game changer for Jaden Daniels in the offensive system. Number 3, Elijah Vera Tucker, the guard from the Jets. He can play multiple positions. We know we might lose, what's homeboy's name? Chris Paul on the left guard. And then we have the other guy, the Brandon guy. But, I don't know. Let's get a top flight guy in there. Number 4, Travis Etienne. Explosiveness out of the backfield. Great player with the ball in his hands, can catch the ball. Is an upgrade over Corey Krosky-Merritt. This is where it gets really interesting. Number 5, Bobby Okereke from the New York Giants, linebacker. Great player, ascending player. I don't know how old he is before I say that, so fact check me on that one. But Okereke, I believe, is an ascending player. He had some really good stats if you look at it, and he gets interceptions and he gets sacks. He covers a lot of bases for us. I believe he's a pretty good blitzer. And that defense that we're talking about with Durante Jones, I think he fits right in. He has been in the league since 2019. In that time frame, since 2019, okay, I'm gonna give this to you. He's only he's 29, so I give him a couple-year deal. Not expecting a revolutionary season. Last year he had 78 tackles, one sack, 2 interceptions. He kind of does it all over the board. His best season sack-wise was 2.5. I'll grant you that. 4 fumble recoveries in that year and 2 picks that year. So I think when I say ascending, I was wrong about that. But he is a good player. I will take Okereke.
He's hovering.
He's hovering, yes. Number 6, also from the Giants, Wan'Dale Robinson, a receiver that just gets catches. We need that. A reliable target for Jaden Daniels. Wan'Dale Robinson is a player that continues to get better, and he plays with a multitude of quarterbacks and has put up numbers. He is exactly the kind of receiver that we're going to need in David Blau's offense. Fire away, fellas. What do you think about my list?
Wan'Dale's fine. He weighs 46 pounds, but he's fine.
I'm going to talk about your other Giants player. He literally just got released after the show started.
That's right.
I was like, I'm looking at all these free agent lists. I'm like, I never saw him on here. I would have picked him, or at least would have picked him or had him around or something. He's a division rival, so of course we've seen him play throughout his career. He's a not great, but he's a decent linebacker. I don't know, what is he? He's 29 years old, about to be 30. I mean, for the low, or not for the low, but for a decent price, yeah, bring him in.
You know what I'm saying? So you love my list. Thanks, Mike. Eric, you like my list too?
I mean, I guess it's a list, so it does meet the criteria of being a list. ETN, smaller running back, gets hurt a lot, but when he's good, he's really good. But
yes,
when he's mid, he's very mid. He's very streaky running. I don't know. The consistency's not there. He always reminded me of like Chris Thompson, that dude we used to have, who I loved.
Hey, I'll take Chris Thompson.
But ETN, I had him on fantasy team, and like every fifth or sixth week, I'd have a monster game out of him. But he just gets injured a lot.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably going to command some decent money on the market too. So it wouldn't be horrible to have him on the team, but I don't know how much of an improvement he is, honestly, over Krosky Merritt, just because Krosky Merritt at least was healthy. So we'll see how that goes. Who are the other guys on your list? Okereke, I mean, I guess if you want to replace a mediocre Bobby Wagner with a mediocre linebacker, then Bobby Okereke is fine. You're talking about guys not being game changers. I mean, he's a nice, solid linebacker, but fine. Okay, if you want to bring in, a guy, he's certainly a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do. Who are the rest? I was too busy laughing at those three guys. I don't remember you had 6 guys on your list. I only got 3.
Jalen Phillips, Kenneth Gainwell, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Oh, Kenneth Gainwell. Okay. What is he, like 40? But okay. He's a third down back. I mean, honestly, again, he's one of those dudes like bring back McNichol if you're going to sign Gainwell, because I don't see much of a difference there. McNichol's he's just as good as Kenneth Gainwell. I don't see.
Based on what Ben Standig said, McNichol's definitely coming back next year.
I don't see your team isn't much better with Gainwell than it is with McNichol.
I disagree.
I don't know about that. Jalen Gainwell played too well, especially last season.
But have you seen?
Not saying we would have won more than 5 games, but yeah,
I don't know. Y'all forget some of the plays McNichol's made too, though, this year. Go back and watch some highlights, man. McNichol's he'll rip off a run every now and then.
Gainwell was better by far.
I was about to say, I'm not discussing it no more.
All right, that's fine. I just don't see how that makes the team that much better. Like your third running back is slightly better than the other third running back you had, but okay. I mean, that's fine. I guess you guys can have Gainwell. Yeah, Jalen Phillips probably going to be. I don't think he's going to come here, but honestly, I think Maffei's as good as Jalen Phillips is.
Oh,
I do.
No, sir. No,
I really do. Basically, your list is the worst thing ever. Until this AI, whatever this AI nonsense you have, and they're going to tell us to go sign Steve Young and Jerry Rice. But okay.
All right, but before we do that, let's come up with a consensus list and maybe include some of my folks this time if we can.
You got Love in there.
Love was Eric Scott. Yeah, we did. All right. All right. Lake Seastrong. No. All right. So we had Mike's 5 were Jawan Jennings, Tyreek Woolen, Okonkwo, Devin Bush, Odafe Owe, Eric Woolen, Jawan Jennings, Maffei, Linderbaum, and Thornton. I can't even say it without laughing. I'm sorry. My guys were Jalen Phillips, Kenneth Gainwell, Elijah Vera Tucker, Travis Etienne, Bobby Okereke, and Wan'Dale Robinson. So who do we want to eliminate immediately from Mike's list? I'm going to say we should immediately eliminate Devin Bush because nobody else had him.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's no Bobby Okereke, that's for sure.
What about Okonkwo? You want to take him to the next round for now? And what about Owe?
The tight end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take him next time.
We'll leave him. All right, for now. All right, Eric's list.
You can just dump all my guys. You guys are haters, so it's fine.
I didn't even say nothing about your list.
I can see the look on your face though.
I'm looking at Boye Mafe right now on PFF. He finished
I bet you
47
Shep-
out of he finished 47th out of 119 carries. That
Oh,
would
that's
have been the
good.
first on our team.
Because
Yeah.
the defense is stacked and they
Just
rotate. They
behind
shuffle
Von-
players in and out. They shuffle players.
Yeah,
Just
he
behind
had
Von Miller.
41. He had 41 stops. That's the 34th rank during
He's
this
got
time.
120 pressures over the last 2 years, like
Yeah,
or
I
over
have
the
no
last several years.
problem with
Anyway, it's all
Boye
good. You guys do
Mafe.
what you want.
But,
You can take off what you can take off mine. Just get rid of my list.
but if
You guys still-
the decision, I think the decision's going to come down between Mafe and Phillips, and I might go with Phillips just because even though does Mafe have 4 sacks? I'm not sure, but I do know that Phillips was like second in pressures last year.
Yeah.
Like he was really getting after the quarterback. He just wasn't finishing the sacks.
That's okay. You can have your Jalen Phillips.
You guys have Jawan Jennings both.
And
You guys
Woolen.
both have Tariq.
I think everybody has. Oh no, Ellie doesn't have
I
Woolen
didn't.
because for some reason
Yeah.
he had to get
Okay.
Okereke on there. So
We're gonna take Linderbaum off Eric's list, and I think Thornton come off Eric's list right away. My list: we have Jalen Phillips, Kenneth Gainwell. A lot. Nobody liked Elijah Vera Tucker. It didn't seem like it. Is he gone immediately?
Mike
Yeah, I'm
Shanahan
not.
once said, "You don't win Super Bowls with guards."
Well, okay. ETN off the list too. You guys agreeing to that? Because y'all didn't seem to love that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
It's
Um,
like
Wandale Robinson or Jawan Jennings? Which one are you going with there?
Well,
I mean, flip a coin. Honestly, they're what you lose with.
I think Jennings, because Jennings gives you something in the run game that Wandale doesn't.
Exactly.
Because Wandale, like I said, weighs 46 pounds.
But
What's
So he's a little fella.
trade-off is if you lose the physicality in the run game, you increase the explosiveness in the passing attack. So it's like I don't know. It's kind of only David Blau can answer that question. Do I
Yeah.
want the physical running game or do I want the more explosive player?
But if you're going play action heavy like we expect them to, and Wandale's in the
Exactly.
game, you know they're not running the ball to his side anyway. So
That's a good point. That's a good
That
point.
is a great point.
All right, we'll go Jawan Jennings. So Wandale's off. I'm gonna take a Okereke off because nobody else had him either. Well, I'll leave him for right now.
I
We'll
knew
discuss
about
that.
leave him on there. Leave him on there. Yeah. We just know you didn't do your homework and you were making your list while the show was on.
I revised my list.
Ago.
I revised my list. All right. All right. Come on. So, all right. We are left with let's see, Jennings, Owe, Odafe Owe, and we have Okonkwo. We have let's see. That's it. And then we also have Jalen Phillips. And we have that's it. Is that
There you
5?
go. That's
Did
your
we land
5.
on 5?
You just got it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was easy. Okay, so
Yeah.
we landed on Jawan Jennings, Tyreek Woolen, Odafe Owe, Okonkwo, the tight end, and Jalen Phillips is our big board for free agency top 5. And if we got all of those guys, honestly, I'd be a pretty happy dude. I'm not going to lie to you. That would be a pretty.
We really
awesome.
could draft best player available in the draft if we got
Exactly.
all those pieces.
You're right. 100%. All right. And let's wrap it up with this. Let's see what AI said. Claude.ai for free agency. It said, I asked for 10. I prompted it to pretend like it or to put its Adam Peters GM hat on, consider needs, consider the contract situation with the salary cap. And it did not successfully consider who got tagged because number 10 is Kyle Pitts, who was tagged. He is not going to be available at this point. Number 9, Tre'Davious White or Dory Jackson was number 9 at cornerback. Number 8, Jihad Owe, edge rusher, depth rotation. Is he the same thing as Odafe Owe? Is this a different guy? I don't know. It says always an athletic, long arm pass rusher playing the best football of his career after being traded to the Chargers
Yeah,
and finished
same guy.
tied 12th. It is the same guy. Okay. Number 7, Elijah Vera Tucker. See, my guy is on this list. A guard. It says Vera Tucker anchored the Jets' offensive line with rare versatility to play guard or tackle. I don't think that's a tremendous need for us to be
Brandon
splurging
Coleman.
on. Yeah, exactly. That's the guy I was thinking
Yeah.
about.
And
Yeah.
he missed a lot of games last year too.
Yep.
Vera Tucker.
Yes, he did. Number 6, Connor McGovern, the center, 31 years old. Let's see. He was
He's 31 already? Man, I thought he was just drafted
Yep.
like 3 years ago.
He
He was
allowed
49ers, right?
in Chicago, right?
Oh,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Okay.
It says McGovern allowed no sacks and permitted just 2 quarterback hits in 2025. Wait, I don't know. No, McGovern's not. The Chicago center retired. That's not McGovern. I don't know who that is. I don't know where he's from, actually.
MacGyver.
You said what? The Niners?
MacGyver.
maybe?
MacGyver.
MacGyver. Got
He'll
it.
build you a bomb out of some toothpaste.
Jaleel Johnson, Jihad Ward, David Onyemata, defensive tackle, is who they had 5th, or AI had 5th. Pass. Alec Pierce was 4th. 21.3 yards per catch last year. 1,000 yards, 47 receptions. The reason I say he's not a number 1 is because you're not a number 1 with 47 receptions. You're a deep threat, which is a great thing to have and a great thing to be, but you're not a player that we're going to count on down in and down out to make plays. Sorry. Number 3, AI screws up again because George Pickens got tagged. Did he not? Pretty sure he did.
He did.
So he's not available, so I'm going to skip him. Number 2, looky here, Jalen Phillips, 25 years old, ideal frame, 41 pressures in 8 games. That is nuts. 6th most in the league in the second half of the season, and he's young, and he helps us get younger. And number 1, this is why AI is not ready for prime time. Trey Hendrickson is number 1 on that list. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson has been very good, but Trey Hendrickson is getting to an age where you can no longer count on players. So Mike, I think you said you were out from the jump. I, too, would say I'm also out on Trey Hendrickson. Not interested. No, thank you. All right, fellas.
You
Any
don't care
final
what I think
thoughts?
about? You don't care what I think about Trey Hendrickson?
Please tell me. Yes.
I'm out. It's nice to be asked. That's all I'm saying.
Are you out because he's old or out because he's going to be expensive?
I'm out because he looks too much like Ryan Kerrigan. We've been there, done that. But he's also like a situational pass rusher, which we've already said we don't really love. He's not really much against the run. He's really just going to go, and he's like 31 now, and to only be a pass rusher. There aren't but so many Von Millers in the league.
Time out for a second. I'm going back to the 2024 season. When we played the Bengals, I know their defense is trash, but still, even amongst trash defenses, when you see a game record or somebody, you like notice them, they kind of stand out. I do not remember Trey Hendrickson in that game. And I think he even had a sack, but I still do not remember him. And for that alone, I'm out. Like, no. When we played the Browns, we cooked the Browns. Myles Garrett was an animal in that game, and we destroyed Cleveland. So I'm saying, if you're not doing that as an edge player, I don't want you on my team. At the money that you want, that's all I'm saying.
I can dig it. Plus, he's 2 years older now, and he missed a bunch of games. Like, yeah, I'm good. All right, final thoughts, Eric. You go first, sir. What do you have tonight?
Boye Mafe fan club. I'm signing up, taking. No, it's going to be a fun free. I'm looking forward to free agency. Get some fun news to talk about next week. Let's go get after it. I'm sure one or two of the guys we talked about tonight will end up here. I just don't know which ones.
Me neither. None of us do, honestly. Eric, I liked your list. I didn't hate your list. That's what
you don't have to. No, you don't have to be like that's just condescending. Let's not do that.
Mike, what are your final thoughts?
It's good to be back. I was out a couple of weeks, been a long winter, cold winter, my goodness. But I'm here. I'm ready to talk some football. And yeah, it's going to be, like he said, it's going to be a great free agency. Starting next week, and I can't wait. Can't wait to talk about it with everybody.
I will say I think we're not going to bargain shop. I hope we don't bargain shop and come up with like 30 Ollie's bargain basement players, that if we go get some impact players and then put us in a position to draft for best player available, right? That's what free agency can do. It can set you up to take best player available, whether that's Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles. Heck, if they think it's David Bailey, I want them to take David Bailey. But set yourself up in free agency to be able to do that. Right? All right. Thanks for riding with us. Washington Commanders Declassified. We are out of here. Peace.